this is Mount Michaela S. Orozco, and today we are going to be learning how to round up to the nearest tens, hundreds, and thousands. Now, let's begin. So, these are the weakest numbers and the strongest numbers. And let's first start with the weakest numbers. What are the weakest numbers? They are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the weakest numbers. And the strongest numbers are 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. Those are the strongest numbers. And the weakest numbers will have to have a plus 0. And the strongest numbers will have the plus 1. So we will discuss that later. But now, let's first start how to round up to the nearest tens. 1,625. Okay. So this is the example that I made. Now, let's try to figure the answer. So let's round off to the nearest tens, right? Yes. So this is the nearest tens, the number 2, and beside the tens, the number 2 is 5 because it's the right side. So we have to encircle it, just like that. Now, if you can see where does the 5 go, I will give you 5 seconds to know the answer to this, starting now. That's correct. It is on to the strongest numbers. So, as you can see, there's a plus 1 right here. Now, you have to plus 1 right here. So, all you have to do is just copy this one and this one together. But you still are going to discuss these two. So, this number 5 will have to turn into 0. But the number 2 will also change. The number 2 will become number 3. And the number 5, as I said earlier, will become 0. So, now you know what is the answer. It is 1,630. Now, let's head on to the next one. So now we are going to create another example for rounding off to the nearest hundreds. 2,556. Now we have to find an answer to this. So now let's round up to the nearest hundreds. Ones, tens, hundreds. So this is hundreds right here. It's number 5. Let's underline it, just like that. Now on the right side is also number 5. So we have to encircle it. Now let's find a place for this number 5. We have to look here once again. Now, I will give you another 5 seconds to know. That's correct. The number 5 still belongs to the strongest numbers. And now, it is going to be like this. 2,000. But first, we should put it on 2,000 only, because we're going to discuss this. Now, the 5, the 500 will turn into 600 because it belongs to the strongest number with a +1 right here. So let's make it 6. And now over here, these numbers will turn into 0, just like this 0, 0. So the answer is 2,600. So if you understand, then let's continue to the next one. So now let's go to the nearest thousand. First, let's make an example. Okay, now let's find an answer to this problem. So as you can see, it's on the nearest thousands. Let's see where is the nearest thousands. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. It's number 3. So you have to underline the number 3. Then on the right side, the number right here is number 4. So let's encircle it. Now we have to find where does the number 4 belong? The weakest numbers or the strongest numbers? I will give you another 5 seconds. That's correct. It goes onto the weakest numbers. So it's a +0 over here. So that means it will +0 to the number 3. That means it will plus nothing. But this will still turn into zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros. And that is the answer. 3,000. Now, I hope that you get my teaching. And if you did, that's good. Now, goodbye everyone. And remember, this is Maui Michaela S. Orozco. Bye!